Hey there guys, so the last time in the anime we saw that while Yuki was out for shopping, a kid noticed and told Yuki that her maid uniform is kinda odd, which was true. So the gang went to the mall to buy nice regular clothing for her, after which Yuki recalls that maid uniform was the last parting gift her mentor had given her, and that uniform is the reason she got this life, so she doesn't want to put it away even if everyone finds it odd. Hiroyoshi assured her that there's nothing odd if her feelings are attached to it. It's her choice, so she could do whatever she wants. So while they were talking a bit more about it, Yuki opened up that she had a little sister. She had lost her long ago. Tragic past was unveiled, so they asked Grace for the info on Yuki's little sister, but unfortunately, even she had no idea. Grace was a ramen fangirl. But Yuki messed up the whole ramen with her katsuta sauce, which is illegal for Grace, so she threatened she won't trade info if she does this next time. But Yuki's sauce was already running low, and the katsuta shop had sold out all sauce bottles, which will take a week to restock. Hiroyoshi remembers the Katsuta festival must be the reason, but she still had a little bit left to pass the week. So Hiroyoshi brought up her little sister again, and Yuki had very little memories of her childhood. Mostly it's vague. She remembers this bell that her mother gave to both of them, so she held on to it in the hopes her sister would find her someday. Besides, Yuki thinks her sister hates her. Yet Yuki feels like knowing that her sister is safe would make her happy, but all of a sudden his friends dropped in as they saw them walking. But Kagbachi found it odd that all of a sudden the loner got so many relatives showing up. Hiroyoshi tried to play dumb, but Taiga was happy because since Yuki showed up, Hiroyoshi seemed to have changed for good. Back in the days, he was a mess. That was a dark past bro didn't want to let Yuki know. Yet Taiga revealed how Hiroyoshi would dress up in black saying he's Angry Knife. Hiroyoshi stopped the guy by force, and he dropped his special CD. So Yuki threw her bag to save it, but her last drops of sauce got spilled, so there it goes. And that's why the katsuta sauce came to her dream feeling betrayed and refused to let Yuki lick him. That nightmare woke her up, and she told Hiroyoshi that katsuta sauce hates her now. Nightmare looked bad, so Hiroyoshi heard her story and assured her for some time. After that, night after night, she had the same dream. So she went to sleep with Hiroyoshi because she was scared, but sleeping together would be difficult because Hiroyoshi was studying for his tests. So he offered to at least hear her out. Yuki feels he's too kind. That's why she was curious if Hiroyoshi ever hated someone. If Hiroyoshi were to name someone, it would be his father. But not really hate him. It's just things were complicated that happens in the family. It reminds Yuki of her sister telling her she hates her. Well, that made her sad, and she hides it in her heart and goes away. Then again with the same dream. Katsuta bottle came to her dream to blame her, but he also brought up Yuki's sister, that she's to blame that her sister hates her because she knows only killing, and more so, she only brings trouble to Hiroyoshi. And it takes us back to the past, where we see Yuki at a TV show. Her real name was Maria, and she was being interviewed because she was prodigy. Maria was grateful for her blessings that she had a photographic memory, good athletic skills, and was in the spotlight. She saw her parents smile more than that at her birthday. They celebrated it with each other. Then someone came at the door, and her mom and dad went to see who it was. Maria felt they shouldn't answer the door because this was the turning point of her life. Mom and dad were killed while those goons came to kidnap her, and her little sister got mixed up in this. So the loss of family made her emotional less murderer, and watching that her sister rejected her and left. So the only thing Yuki was left with was her job as a killer. To survive, she went on killing, and soon she became the world's notorious and fearsome assassin. But she still had her mentor in her life, who welcomed her always. And just then Hiroyoshi wakes her up as she was groaning in her sleep. She wasn't alright, so she pulled Hiroyoshi onto her bed. She still feels like she's a burden to him, but just for now. She wants to stay like this for a while. Her trembling hands made Hiroyoshi understand she got a nightmare again. It was right on the money, but to be precise, it was her past that she saw. So Hiroyoshi patted her on the back, thinking that sound of the patting would calm someone down, though that's just what his mother had told him. But even that was enough to put the girl to sleep. Then at school, everyone was discussing the Katsuta festival. Everyone competes in the festival, and the winner gets a premium Katsuta sauce bottle. But winning it is always tough, because the Students' Council always snatches that prize, because grades play an important role in the merits, and Yuki had managed to just pass the test. Which means if she hadn't, it could have affected their overall class ranking. Still, she has to get an average of 60, and she only got 42. That's why Taiga and Hideyoshi both assured her she could still work harder. That awakened her will to fight, and later, Grace told them it's getting harder to get Katsuta bread. So Yuki thanked her for the efforts. Grace felt like she was being too chummy even after she pulled the tricks to kill her. Anyways, she told the two to leave her alone because she had her teacher's work to do. So Yuki and Hideyoshi were discussing their grades, and Yuki asked about the results requirements to win the festival. So Grace stopped them to let Yuki know she had left her answer sheet without her name. Grace had noticed it while supervising that Yuki hadn't written her name on the answer sheet. So she could disregard this and fail her in the test. It could affect her in the festival. So Hideyoshi tried to get that paper to put name on it, but Grace wasn't gracious enough to let this chance slip by without a deal. So she asked the two to work for her for a while and assured them there's no killing in the job. Then, the second was that Yuki got to leave Katsuta sauce out of ramen if they went out to lunch again, but a sudden wind blew, and Yuki's name got onto her answer sheet. So Hideyoshi makes up it's just her hallucinations that she didn't see her name on it. So Grace got no deal in the end, and Hideyoshi thought Yuki did something, but she didn't. There was this pink-haired girl who helped her out, and Yuki knew that, and thanked her for the help. Her name was Naka, and she's in the same class. But this is where our episode 8 ends. Yet stay tuned to watch more of its episode on my channel. And for that, subscribe the channel, and hit the bell icon to never miss an update. Till then, take care.